Dear students, today we are going to discuss certain topics in Unit 1 of Waste and Byproduct Utilization. This is for Unit 1, okay. So this is actually, we are going to see what is effluent and what are some efforts we are going to do it. So actually, as per the United States Environmental Protection Agency, the wastewater which is treated or untreated, so that flows out of a treatment plant. It can be industrial or for anything else that we call generally refers to the wastes discharged to the surface waters. This effluent means it is a liquid waste or sewage which is being discharged into a river or to the sea. So the processing of this effluent plays a major role in waste water treatment. Okay, so this is so much hazardous to the environment, so it plays a major role. Okay, so it can be also defined as a liquid waste flowing out of a factory farm, commercial establishment or household into a water body such as a river or lake. So what it is actually ETP? ETP means it's an effluent treatment plant which is used to treat the wastewater from the industries or from agriculture industries, whatever it is, processing water industries. Before you are discharging into the river or lake or lagoons or anything else, you will have to make certain treatment so that it is not hazardous to the environment. Okay. So this is influent means which is untreated industrial wastewater. Effluent means treated industrial wastewater. Sludge means solid parts separated by wastewater by ETP. ETP is actually an effluent treatment plant. Okay, effluent comes in and comes out effluent, and also the sludge also comes out. So why we are requiring this ETP? This is effluent treatment plant. So you have to clean your industrial effluent and also you have to recycle it for further use. So we have to reduce the usage of fresh potable water. Right. So what happens here is, if your water recycled can be again used it again and again, so that will be the need for fresh water can be reduced. Okay, you know very well water scarcity occurs in almost all developed countries also. So you will have to cut the expenditures, right? And very important is you will have to safeguard the environment also. So if and industry will have to keep this ETP in order to comply with the regulations of the government, right? So what is the general flow chart? It's actually we do have a collection tank, a storage tank, a mixing and cooling, neutralization process, a chemical coagulations and biological oxidation tank. We have sedimentation and separation of sludges, a sludge thickener, filtration and also discharge to drain. We will be now seeing what process are being involved in this effluent treatment plant. So what it is actually? First one, collection tank. So your waste from different sections will be entering here. Okay, if you take it as a chemical industry, from different process you will get some wastewater, right? It will be entering into this collection tank and it will be stored in the storage tank, and the mixing properties and temperature, everything else will have to predetermined. And mixing and cooling is actually cooling tower is used for cooling the water. And in the case of neutralizations, we are controlling the pH. Okay, so that it is not becoming hazardous, right? And biological oxidation tank is an artificial ecosystems we are trying to establish. And if we have any microorganism, this blowing air is being given in order to survive, so that these microorganisms can survive. And again, next one is your sedimentation and also separation of sludge. So the blanket of precipitation is being skimmed off to another tank, and the remaining solution is removed to pressure filter. So you can just imagine what's being done. Sludge thickener. After exceeding the required level of, we are again and again recycling. Depending upon the process you will have. Okay, sludge will be passed out to the thickening chamber, and this filtration will consist of sand rock, which will filter this wet sludge, etc., and it will be discharged to the drain. So we have various treatment levels, and also so we are just will have a glance over it. So preliminary you will have in that also primary, secondary, tertiary, and also we have treatment mechanisms like physical, chemical, and also biological. So what is meant by the preliminary treatment level? What will be done? The purpose is actually, it's actually the basic level. So you will have a physical separation of excised impurities like cloth, plastics, wood blocks, papers, etc. So we will have three main steps. Our main operations will be carried out at the predetermined level. Screening will have openings of uniform size to remove the large size plastics like plastic screws, etc. So you will have, depending upon the sizes, you may have saving mechanisms or different mechanisms where you will be segregating the particles based on the sizes. Next one is the sedimentation. So the physical water treatment process using gravity is being done, right? So what happens? You will be suspended solids will be removed from the waste, and next one is clarification. So where you will be separation of solids from fluids. So secondary treatment level. So the methods is a biological and chemical. Biological unit process you will have. So in which you will go for removing or reducing the concentration of organic and also inorganic components. So biological treatment you will have different forms. Okay. So but what main concern will be regarding the bacteria. Okay. So we'll have that aerobic process and also anaerobic process. So aerobic process will be takes place in the process of air oxygen. Okay. So this aerobes will have which will use molecule of the oxygen to assimilate the organic impurities and everything else. And aerobic process will be taking place in the absence of air. So you have utilize these anaerobes which don't require air or molecule to assimilate the organic impurities. So the final products will be methane and also biomass. So how I can summarize this effluent treatment plant, what you're doing is you're converting this hazardous into some process. This process we get an output which is not dangerous to the environment. Thank you.